scheme, which could stop 18 million cans and 20 million bottles ending up in landfill and on beaches, is being proposed by the Scottish Government to cut plastic pollution. The initiative, which would see shoppers refunded a deposit for returning empty drinks containers, is similar to one operating successfully in Sweden.
Vanessa Kennedy is just back from Scandinavia, where she's seen firsthand how the system works, and we can join her now. Vanessa.
Yes, well, at the moment in Scotland, people can either drop their plastic waste at a recycling point like this or wait for it to be collected. But right now, we only recycle about 50% of our cans and bottles. Research shows that in the next decade, the amount of plastic in the ocean is set to treble if no action is taken. So it's hoped that by modelling ourselves on a country like Sweden, who have a deposit return scheme, it will give a financial incentive and help improve the environment drastically. I went over there to see how it works. Sweden is a world leader when it comes to plastic recycling, with a deposit return scheme that sees a small charge placed on drinks containers, which is refunded when the bottle or can is returned.
They buy a bottle of drink, and then we add £1, and then when they recycle the bottle, they get that crown back.
That's the equivalent of around 10p for a can or 20p for a bottle.
116. Good work.
In towns across Sweden, it's something they've been doing for more than 30 years. The rate of recycling cans and plastic bottles is up at 85%. And for people here, it's simply a way of life.
In every household in Sweden, you will see a bag full of cans ready to go to the nearest store to recycle them.
I don't think it's inconvenient in any way. It's just normal.
And it's been ingrained in the minds of the public through some inventive TV campaigns. And that's a popular song to encourage you to recycle.
Yes.
But while Sweden collects 95% of the country's bottles and cans to be processed, they are in the minority. And the worldwide impact of plastic waste is shockingly obvious. And even on our own shores, there's no escaping the problem. Here, we only recycle half of our plastic bottles, but there are plans in the pipeline to change this. The Scottish Government is looking into introducing a similar system to that in Sweden. We want people's views on what types of material should be included in the system, where should you be able to return these items to, and what level of deposit should be paid. But how well do people think it could work here?
People are going to go into the habit that plastic is a disposable item.
The storage space is going to be difficult to store your containers, to take them somewhere. I think remembering to take them is going to be an issue, but I think as people get more used to it, it'll become easier.
But those in the wholesale trade are warning not to underestimate the practicalities of introducing a Scottish scheme.
There's a lot of infrastructure, the reverse vending machines, which will need to be purchased by the retailer. The supplier needs to put in new equipment for the labelling process. So all those costs will need to get added somewhere along the line onto the product.
Those who will have to deal with the consequences of plastic pollution in the future have some tough questions for leaders here.
Is there anything being done about the plastic in the environment?
You'll know what it's like if you see things in, plastic packaging that's not necessary. So let's stop using plastic, but then when we do, make sure that it's been treated properly, not thrown away so that it pollutes our seas.
But in Sweden, where they're ahead of the game, what actually happens to all the collected material? Every year, all of Sweden's 1.8 billion plastic cans and bottles come through this huge factory. Each one gets checked for impurities before it's passed along and made up into a huge stack, a bale of 30,000.
They heat it up to get rid of the different colors of the aluminum, and then they remelt it again, and they make a new can sheet.
The Scottish Government consultation ends tomorrow, and a similar system to Sweden's could be rolled out in as soon as 2 years. Vanessa Kennedy, STV News, nurse shopping in Sweden.
An air show